Has the graveyard become a free zone of COVID-19 restrictions in St. Lucia? When families gather to say their last goodbyes to loved ones, the COVID-19 rules witnessed during the funeral service in the churches are seldom followed when mourners arrive at the gravesites. Chief Executive Officer of the Castries Constituencies Council, Wilfred Pierre, says the matter has been brought to the attention of the command center officials.
We had 45 burials last month, and half of these burials, we had over 50 people at our burial site at the Shock Cemetery. And there were at least 10 of these burials, you had close to 100 people. So that was a major cause of concern for us. So we have we brought it to the attention of the command center that we were not given any protocols. Yes, protocols were given to the funeral homes, but not to the cemetery itself. And that is a concern for us. So we brought it to the attention, and hopefully today we would be given some guidelines.
The burial ritual in St. Lucia traditionally entails loved ones gathering and providing support to one another as the coffin of the dearly departed descends 6 feet into the ground. Pierre, though cognizant of the customs surrounding the final goodbye, harbors concerns of a super spreader event if mass gatherings at the Shock Cemetery continue.
At the cemetery, you have people don't social distance. All they do is they come right over the body, and some want to touch the coffin. Sometimes even you have the casket is open. People want to view the body for the last time, but everybody wants to go around the hole itself. So it's a matter of great concern to us and also to our staff, especially if some of the persons have died of COVID. So, that is another area that we're concerned about.
Alcohol and burials have become inextricably linked at ceremonies and rituals. However, a ban on alcohol remains in effect until February 24, 2021. Pierre says this has not stopped certain individuals from defying prohibition laws.
We're going to put a stop to it because, it's prohibited to use alcohol. So that is an area that we are going to take. We have already taken through our city police to stop that. So overall, we really need to look at the protocols. As you said, they have protocols for the church, they have protocols for the cemetery. But what you find is people, if it is 20 people or 50 people for the church, you find the people are at the cemetery while the church service is going on. And people take the liberty of coming to the cemetery. It's a tradition, but it can be a big spreader for the COVID-19.
And while the CCC awaits official guidelines from command center officials, Pierre says the council has taken a proactive approach to introduce some measures to avoid large gatherings at the cemetery. These will include patrols of the area by city police. Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.